Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great time here at the Hydrogen and Fuel Cells Europe at the Hannover Fair of 2023. I hope you are excited about our next guests. So take a seat, grab a drink, and enjoy the next interview. You're always welcome to participate. Just raise your hand and we'll come to you with the microphone in case you have any questions for our speakers. And next on stage, I'm happy to introduce not one, but two people. So we're going to talk about hydrogen focus with Maximator. And I welcome Karl Leonhard Glinz, he is CEO. And with him is Patrick Schulte, he is Director Alternative Fuels at Maximator. Give them a warm welcome, please.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us.
Take a seat.
Thanks.
So, I'm happy to have you here. There's obviously a lot going on at Maximator. So maybe you can tell the audience a little bit what your company is all about and what is going on at the moment.
So at first, thanks for showing up. A lot of people, very nice. So at Maximator, we are very busy at the moment. We have a lot of topics ongoing. Also myself, I'm freshly the CEO, together with Dr. Müller and Henning Willig. We are very happy at the moment to prepare Maximator for the next coming years. Of course, hydrogen is one of our biggest topics at the moment, but beside hydrogen, we have still our core focus topics from the past, and these topics we will follow, of course. So hydrogen, we see a lot of opportunities, and therefore we have created some new companies. At first, Maximator Hydrogen, which is focusing on the refueling stations, the big ones for the trucks, for vehicles, which need a lot of hydrogen in a short amount of time. And the other one is Maximator VTEC, where Patrick will go a little bit deeper in the topic. And lastly, Maximator, the holding. There we develop single compressors, smaller solutions, valves, and there we have a huge focus to improve our lead times, to improve our products, so that the technology, our solutions, is ready for the next coming years.
Wow, that sounds like big plans that you are following now. So you're not talking about one company, you're talking about 3 companies, if I got that right?
Yeah, correct.
Later in the afternoon, I assume there will be another interview on stage with your colleagues from Hydrogen.
Yes,
but
correct.
Maybe you can already tell us a little bit about what importance do you give the subject of hydrogen in your company, as well as for all of us for our future.
So first of all, hydrogen is, of course, I think all of you who are sitting here, is a very important topic for the climate change. Yeah? So we have a lot of new energy, and how do we store, how do we handle these kinds of energies? Yeah? And hydrogen will not be the only solution, but will be one of the core solutions to store energy in high quantity. And there we see our opportunity to bring efficient products. Makes no sense to have a product which has a long or is wasting energy. So this is our core value, and that we have always internally. Efficiency first is one of the most important things. So under this circumstance, we have our view on the products. So also with this, we see that climate change is, of course, one of the biggest topics. So all of our kids and families, they will have these topics, and this is also one core thing why we changed our core business and created new companies to support this topic. It's not just as a fun, it's on the other side to help that we survive in the future.
You're really taking on the big challenge.
Yes.
I really appreciate that. So if I may address you, Patrick. So I introduced you as the Director of Alternative Fuels, but I have to correct myself because you just recently got a new position. You are now Chief Sales Officer, and my congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So maybe tell us a little bit about your new position and the company that you're now working in, and yeah, what strategy you're looking at.
Yeah, thank you very much. Dynamic times, so
Yeah.
positions change quickly. We develop new companies, new brands, and even especially within the SK group, we now develop the new company Maximator Hydrogen. It will be launched officially on our booth this today on 4 p.m. So we will have a press conference to reveal our mission with this new company. And yeah, I'm glad that this new company was now based on all the activities we had formerly at Maximator. But we will now concentrate those activities around the VTEC is an acronym for Vessel Test Equipment.
Okay. Yeah.
So we will entirely focus on especially Type 4 testing. And in our mind, we have a huge priority on the gas leak test stand. And we will produce them in serial production in a new facility in Iserlohn. And all those activities, which I started already in 2013, as I started at Maximator.
So it's 10 years now.
10 years now,
Okay.
and after 10 years now we have our new company, and we can link all our activities and all our power to this new company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you're not doing that in Nordhausen?
Actually, yes. So we have our headquarter, our main brand, Maximator, since long time and decades in Nordhausen. We also launched our company Maximator Hydrogen, which are linked to the refueling station in Nordhausen. And we have seen that, of course, we have a huge growth for both companies in Nordhausen. And so we decided to have Maximator VTEC on a different spot in Germany. Yeah? And since our headquarter from the SK Group is in Velbert, we had the western part of Germany in mind. And we found a very nice facility in Iserlohn. We have created this new company over there. Especially because of those new colleagues we need. We need a lot of new colleagues. We need new members in our team on our mission. And if we do all those three business cases like hydrogen, Maximator, and the VTEC in Nordhausen, it would most probably a little bit too busy for recruiting and everything.
Too few people for too many challenges.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And then therefore we moved more to the west side, and luckily it went very well for us. So we already have a lot of new colleagues which joined our company, and most probably there will a lot of new colleagues come in the next years. Yeah, we have a target in Iserlohn with our Maximator VTEC to come closely to 150 people. And 80 million.
Which time frame?
2027.
20, okay.
So in four years from now, we see a huge demand on the market. And currently, we are preparing our processes for the automotive needs, especially for the gas leak test and maybe other products. And we will come to 150 people and roughly 80 million yearly turnover in Iserlohn.
That's big numbers. So if anyone's in the audience who thinks, hey, I'd like to work with those guys and take on the challenge, feel free to later on contact them. I'm just doing some advertisement for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because the topic of finding skilled workers is quite a big one in the industry right now. We see how much the topic of hydrogen and fuel cells has grown just when we look at this fair, and the demand is so high, and we're still like at a quite early point. We now need to scale up, just like you are doing, by having those three separate companies.
Yes.
Yeah, big challenges.
Yep.
So regarding everything that lays ahead, do you see particular bottlenecks, for example, in the hydrogen infrastructure, or what is your personal opinion?
Yes, we see a lot of difficulties. So at first, the situation we have at the moment, energy prices are very high. So producing hydrogen is a topic. Instead of selling it in the market, producing hydrogen and sell green hydrogen is a threat for us, because most of the communities and so they are not doing this. On the other side, we need much more green energy. Windmills, solar power and stuff like this. And there the government, the local authorities should and have to support us all much more so that we accelerate this topic. On the other side, it's a new market, it's a big market, it's growing very fast, so we see great opportunities with our partners in the market and everybody who is building refueling stations, electrolyzers or other things. We work together and have to work together to bring this market to a real case. Yeah? So this is one of the challenges, but also on the other side, one of the opportunities that we can be much more open to work together so that we can accelerate this market.
So
And especially for this, let's say, every market has an own life cycle, yeah. And currently we are at the early beginning, yeah. So the time of competition will come later. Yeah, we are very open in all directions. We even talk to somehow competitors. We try to collaborate and make the best for the market. Yeah, because it's about the market and the green energy that we need. Yeah, the sustainable mobility which we need. To have the fresh air and then the necessary environment that we need to keep alive. Yeah? And this is our mission behind. Yeah?
thank you. Yeah, talking about fresh air, maybe bring some fresh questions in from the audience in case there are any. I don't see a question right now, but I have plenty. So maybe you can tell me a little bit about the industries that you're particularly focusing on.
So we have, of course, with the Maximator group, we focus on everything what's in the high pressure business. So not just hydrogen, also other gases or high pressure use cases like medicine or others. But we see at the moment hydrogen, of course, as one of the biggest growth opportunities. So there again, different companies, different cases. So VTEC, of course.
Yeah, the Maximator VTEC will have a specific customers within the composite pressure vessel market. Yeah, so we are looking in general for testing those pressure vessels to ensure the safety and reliability of those pressure equipments. And of course, what we currently are focusing on is especially the mobility market, yeah, the mobility sector, the automotive sector, to help customers to bring buses on the street, trucks to transport our everyday goods, yeah, and of course the cars. Obviously, the cars, it will take some time more compared to the heavy-duty market. For the passenger cars, I think it will be hand in hand with the battery electric vehicles. But nevertheless, in the, let's say, midterm or long term, we also see a potential use case for passenger cars.
Okay, that's super interesting to hear because that is a topic that we continuously talk about. Like, what's the best solution in the mobility sector? So is it the battery electric vehicle? Is it the fuel cell vehicle? Or should we talk about e-fuels? Now I hear you are first of all looking at heavy-duty vehicles for fuel cell application, but you definitely also consider passenger vehicles. So that's quite interesting. Could you dive a little bit deeper?
Yes, of course. So for us at Maximator VTEC, we see in general, looking for the mobility market, 3 use cases. Yeah, we have the heavy-duty, 40 ton of trucks, yeah, driving goods and long ranges. We have the light and commercial duty vehicles, like vans for transportation on the last route or whatever, and the passenger cars. So these 3 groups we are dividing also our products. So we have a leak test stand, for example, in S, M, and L, yeah, like at the closes, yeah, to just classify our products according to the customer needs. Yeah, because what we see is, of course, we need to reduce the cost for our test stands and for hydrogen in general. So the market has a lot of challenges to overcome, and of course we want to tackle all of those challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, will definitely take some time, but yeah, the topic of cost is a major one,
Yeah.
and we're all working on that, I guess. So I look at the audience in case there are any questions right now. Oh yeah, there is one. I'll be at you.
Hello. So you are the third one I'm listening, and the question is the same for all of you. Is the hydrogen economy really a green economy, taking in consideration the life cycle of solar panel, the wind turbine, and everything? I mean, the technology is green, but taking in consideration everything involved, does it really be green or not?
Yeah, so very important question. Yeah, we ask us this every day. Yeah, so you say you mentioned the solar panels. For us, is of course the compressors, for example. So having downtime or having leakage and losing hydrogen. So in this case, you lose energy also. Yeah, so with our solutions, we created products where we have very long lifetimes, and this is one of our key outputs. Yeah, if you see our max compression 2.0, it's here behind you. Yeah, so we have a lot of seals in the machine, and we can automatically change these kinds of seals. Yeah, and these kind of technologies and different sizes we use also in the test stands, yeah, so that we have the maximum efficiency. So your questions, but back again to the full concept. Of course, we are in the run-up phase, and we are realizing that some of the parts are not lasting as long as we hoped. Like solar panels, but we have to start somewhere, and we see huge steps, especially in the hydrogen sector. And I can just from experience tell one story with the hydrogen car. Yeah, so with the hydrogen car, we have no breakdowns. Yeah, we use it. Now we have 15 in the company roughly. Oh. Some are way over 100,000 kilometers, and we had not one single issue. Yeah, so it's of course a very small piece in the supply chain, but we see that the technology is working in general already.
And maybe to add 2 points, so the market we are in is especially as Maximator WTEC for the composite pressure vessels, and we know that a lot of our customers working on recycling those composite pressure vessels. Of course, this is in the beginning, but it's already being thought of. And I think this is an important point. And when we look for our manufacturing of our machines, clearly it's made out of steel and others. The steel production needs to be turned green as well. And for our new facility, for example, in Iserlohn, we have a clear target to be net zero. So we will install all the energy which we need to manufacture those test stands will be created green by photovoltaic. So we have a clear target behind it. And if we, for example, use like the hydrogen is being fueled in Germany today as a gray hydrogen coming from compressed natural gas, at the end that makes no sense. Then we can drive again with gasoline and diesel cars and stop investing that a lot of money. But at the end, I think we need to be patient in the transition. But for the very end, it needs to be fully green from start to the end.
Yeah, thank you really much. I'm sorry, we are running out of time. So regarding the press conference that you do have in the afternoon at 4 o'clock at your booth, is that open for everyone? Are people invited?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, it's an open event. We will have some cold drinks, and we have a small presentation, and we will reveal our new logo, our new design, and it could also be combined with that bear, which I'm wearing here.
Okay.
So a little bit a surprise, yes.
Okay, we are very excited. So for everyone who wants to learn more about the company Maximator and what they're doing and what they're going to follow as a strategy for the future, you're welcome to visit them at their booth either this afternoon for the press conference or already immediately. You find them at C14, which is this direction over there.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to have you here. Have
Thank
a great
you very
day.
much.
The same on our side. Thanks a lot.
And hope to see you again.
Yep.
Give them a warm applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much.